pressure group, it originated in USA. अब हम pressure groups को ऐसा क्यों कहते हैं? Because they exert the pressure on the government so that they can bring a change in the public policy according to the common interest. These pressure groups, it may have a small number of people, or it may contain many large number of people. So pressure group, it used for promoting and defending the common interest. अब इनको interest groups भी कहते हैं and vested groups, and these can be formal as well as informal. Formal में जैसे आते हैं फिक्की हो गया, CII, SOCM, ट्रेड यूनियंस, ABVP, ऐसे सारे जो हैं वो फॉर्मल प्रेशर ग्रुप्स हैं. इनफॉर्मल इसमें आता है, अगर आप देखें रिसेंटली करनी सेना और जाट आंदोलन जैसे कहते हैं. So these are informal, and they all these pressure groups, they influence the polity of the country. अब ये जो methods use करते हैं, these can be legal and legitimate methods like lobbying, correspondence, publicity, propagandizing, and petitioning, public debating. So these can be legitimate methods, or these can be illegitimate and illegal methods like riots, strikes, violent activities, corruption. So they can use all these activities. अब according to Odegaard, जो pressure groups हैं, they usually resort to 3 different techniques in securing their purposes. So first thing is that either these pressure groups, they try to place in public office a person which is disposed to their common interest. So this method is called electioneering. Second method is that lobbying. In this, they try to persuade a public officer whether he was initially favorably towards their interest or not, and they try to enforce their policies. Third method is propagandizing. It means they influence public opinion and thereby gain an indirect influence over government. Now, by public opinion, I mean opinion of the majority of the people. Now, in India, there are major pressure groups like business groups, FICCI, CII, SOCM, trade unions like AITUC, that is All India Trade Union Congress, and agrarian groups include All India Kisan Sabha. All India Kisan Sabha, it is very important. It is the oldest, we can say, agrarian group. And next is student union, ABVP, very famous. Religious group, RSS, caste groups, and linguistic tribal groups, professional groups. Professional groups, they promote the interest of they raise the concerns and demands of doctors, lawyers, journalists, teachers. And next is anomic groups. Now anomic groups, we mean that more or less a spontaneous breakthrough into a political system from a society, such as riots, demonstrations, assassinations, and the like. So these are anomic groups like United Liberation Front of Assam and Maoist and all. Next is the role of pressure groups. So for parties, they can provide funds and resources. They also give feedback to the policies of the parties, and they do constructive criticism, and they act as a link between people and party and state. And also for the parties, they can mobilize support and votes. And for society, the major function is that they sensitize people and represent the disadvantaged. They criticize the policies of the government to make it better for the people, and also they represent sectional interest, and they act as a grievance venting organ and control individualism, and they provide a platform and transmit public opinion. Now, the major criticism of pressure groups that now most pressure groups except business group and big community groups, they do not have an autonomous existence, and also there are chances of lobbying between pressure group and state, and mostly they these are only dominant voices heard, only open vulnerable groups left out, and only dominant voices heard. Okay, example, if Rohingya tries to make a pressure groups, then their voice may not be heard. And next is they cannot handle repressive state, They quite often disintegrate. And also the major criticism is that since pressure groups, they are not elected, so it is not fair that they decide the crucial policy decisions in a democracy. So this is all about pressure